we see grace is applied. How many people in Jericho were saved? One. An entire city. And it was only Rahab's family that was saved. Now, when people hear this, especially in our day and age, people get upset with God about that. Say, God, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's just. How could God destroy an entire city? That's not fair. It's the same people who criticize others because they wouldn't make the same rational decisions that they would. But this is God. And you're judging and criticizing the Lord on this. And say, God, I just don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. But let me ask you this. How many people could have been saved? All of them. Because they had all heard. They had all heard, but only Rahab knew. And only Rahab acted on that faith. Every single one of them heard, but only Rahab believed. Listen, what's amazing about grace, you know that song, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me? Right? What's amazing to me about grace is not that God will save everyone, because he won't. If you're taking notes, write this down. God won't save everyone, but God will save anyone. He didn't save the king. He didn't save the lawyers. He didn't save the rich. He didn't save the army. He didn't save everyone, but he did save a prostitute. He did save the outcast. He did save the lowly. It's not amazing to me that God would save everyone. What's fascinating to me is that God, in his love, he will save anyone, no matter who you are. No matter where you're at, no matter what you have done, you are not beyond the saving grace of our good God, that he will love you where you're at. He will meet you in that moment. He will meet you in that place. Come just as you are. Rahab doesn't clean herself up. Rahab, she doesn't go down and pass the ceremonial cleansings. She goes to God just as she is, and God meets her in that moment, and he changes her life forever. The amazing grace isn't that God will save everyone, because that's not grace. What's amazing about grace is that God will save anyone. And how is Rahab saved? She is saved by the precious blood of Jesus. You say, but Byron, this is 4,000 years before Jesus came. We're in the 5th book of the Bible, and Jesus hadn't even walked the earth yet. How is she saved by the blood of Jesus? Great question, my theologian friend. I am so glad you asked it. In the Old Testament, there's something known as a type. It's a concealed gospel story in the Old Testament. And we see that Rahab, she was saved by, verse 18, a scarlet cord. What do you think that scarlet cord symbolizes? The blood of Jesus. See, the spies, they would have known this from the Exodus, as the death angel were coming and God was going to deliver anybody who takes this blood and runs it over the doorpost, their lives will be saved. So as they're with Rahab, she doesn't have a sacrifice. She doesn't have a lamb. She doesn't have anything, but all she has is this little scarlet cord. And they say, if you throw that cord through the window, your life will be spared. And in faith, by grace, she drops the cord out the window. And as they're marching around Jericho, they just say, that's Rahab's house. And they would see the scarlet cord, that's Rahab's house. And they would see the scarlet cord, that's Rahab's house. And when the walls fall, Rahab's life is spared. She is saved by the precious blood of Jesus. This is why they say in Joshua, your life for mine. What is that? That's the substitutionary death of Christ in our place. How long did the spies hide out in the hills? 3 days. Death, burial, resurrection of Jesus that delivered and saved. This is the message of grace. Rahab couldn't save herself. And so she needed someone to come and save her. You can't save yourself. And so Jesus comes, he rescues, he heals, he redeems, and he gives us a new life with him both now and forever. And it's only through the cross. It's only through the blood of Jesus. It's only through his substitutionary death in our place by that scarlet cord. That is the meaning of God's grace for our lives.